nor do they seem to be doing it that way in California, like SSM and UW and a lot of the medical providers here were providing shots. I didn't see much of that in California or in Florida.
I guess we are streaming live. So, okay. I would like to call to order the Monday, April 5th meeting of the City of Monona Finance and Personnel Committee. Will the clerk please call the roll?
Alder Wood? Do we not have Alder Wood?
I thought he was here.
He was.
Gonna log back in. He was having some audio trouble, so he'll be back in 1 second. You can continue with the roll call, and we'll just note that he's here when he logs back in.
Okay. Alder Thomas?
Here.
Mayor O'Connor?
Here. Is there a motion to approve the minutes of March 15th?
So move.
I will second. Did you have any corrections or additions, Kathy?
Nope.
I don't either. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Minutes are approved. Doug just texted and said he's trying Zoom again. So, okay, there are no appearances. There is no unfinished business. Move on to new business. Number 6A, consideration of resolution 21-4-2476, award of contract for 2021 street chip seal project. Is there a motion?
Move approval.
A second. Dan.
Right. Thank you, Mayor. So tonight, just doing the first read at City Council and then the reading here at Finance. We had the chip sealing bid opening on March 18th. We had 2 bids that came in. Farner Asphalt Sealers and Scott Construction were the 2. Scott Construction provided the low bid for $134,308.74. We'll also be reviewing this bid at the April 7th, this Wednesday's Public Works Committee meeting, and then back at City Council on April 19th for approval. We're doing 10 streets with this project, just over 56,000 square yards. That's just over 3 miles of roadway. We're going to be using the black or gray granite chip, which is far better than the black boiler slag the city used, I think, last in 2010 for chip sealing. I know some of the concerns in the past had focused around the loose chips. This project requires the contractor to sweep the streets within 48 hours after the second rolling, and it includes multiple sweepings. They are required to do inlet protection on all the inlets on all 10 streets. And as part of the project, we're also going to complete crack sealing and any spray patching as needed. So that's pretty much the summary for the chip sealing project.
Kathy, do you have any questions?
Nope.
I don't either. Is that Alder Wood?
Yep, I'm here.
Hi, Doug.
I'm on the phone. Hi.
Okay. We're just wrapping up the chip seal project. Did you have any questions about it?
Nope.
Okay, well then, if there aren't any questions, or I guess you want to call the roll, Leah?
Sure. Alder Wood?
Aye.
Alder Thomas?
Aye.
Motion passes.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Next item, 6B, consideration of resolution 21-4-2478, purchase approval of 2 police vehicles. Is there a motion to approve this?
So move.
Second.
Okay, Interim Chief Dooman.
Hello. As you may recall, back in, I believe it was October, we started our discussions about our capital budget and replacing 2 of our police vehicles with hybrid Ford SUVs. And prior, I guess after that, we discovered that some of the equipment would no longer fit into the 2020 and 2021 SUVs because Ford redesigned the body and interior of the vehicles. So what I put forward here is a resolution to purchase 2 hybrid vehicles as we had budgeted for. However, with the additional expenses, we will most definitely be over budget. Included in the materials was a spreadsheet of the different options of purchase of the vehicles. If we had the basic gas option, which is the quote that was provided minus the hybrid, and then there was also some extra lighting. One thing that Chief Ostringa always did was he kind of utilized Madison as a baseline for the quotes, and so that's what I did. And they have added some additional lighting to the rear of the vehicle that they get from the factory, which is a lot more visible than what we currently have from General Communications. So what is quoted is just the basic gas only option with none of that additional lighting. The gas option with the additional lighting, which again, Madison has moved to being their baseline. The hybrid option without any additional lighting, and the hybrid option with additional lighting. As you can see in the materials, if we go with the gas only, we probably will squeak in right at our budget, $96,000 for the 2 vehicles. If we go with the additional lighting, we will be over about $4,000. If we go just the hybrid without the lighting, we'll be over budget about close to $6,000. And the hybrid with the lighting, we would be over budget about $10,500.
Alder Thomas.
A couple of things. I asked Chief Duman to do a spreadsheet on if we didn't go with the hybrid, what the difference in gas would be. And it's significant, I think. 2,000 a vehicle per year. Is that correct? So if we don't go with the hybrid, we're going to have to increase the gas budget probably by $4,000 a year. So it seems to pay for itself to do that. So I want to bring that up, and I think we need to bring that up in front of the council. And if when you talk about it, Chief Duman, you would do that, I would appreciate it. The other question I would ask for your opinion on is, given the fact that we have a lot of activity on the Beltline, how important is the additional lighting? I don't know. I mean, I can't tell what it does, but if Madison went to it with all of their squads, I would think that they must think it's important to do because of the Beltline and some of those streets. But I'm wondering what your thoughts are on that.
So that is something that we looked up, and with all of the traffic that we have out in the Beltline and all of the crashes, the extra lighting is, in my opinion, really beneficial. Right now we have 1 red light and 1 blue light in the back of the cars, and that's what was installed as part of the the package and what's transferred from squad to squad. So these are LED lights. They're a lot brighter, and I definitely think it for the what was it, about $2,000 difference ish in there, that it's definitely something that would be beneficial for us to have.
So quick, if I could have a follow-up, Mayor. Do those, when we get rid of these vehicles, do we keep those lights and can we put them on another vehicle, or do we sell them with the vehicle?
That is something that I believe it would come off the vehicle, because I believe in the past what we have done is they've gone to auction and they're completely stripped out.
So could we reuse those lights?
I guess I would think that we probably could, but that's a question that I would have to pose to General Communications to see if that's something that could be reused.
Doug, did you have any questions? You're on mute.
No, Kathy's questions kind of got at what I was interested in, but I think Dan wanted to say something.
Dan?
Right, just confirming, the vehicles are stripped before they go to auction. All the equipment is taken out of the squads when we send them out.
Okay. I had a question on page 33. There was an email from Madison about the problems they were having with a lot of their hybrids. I guess I have two questions. First of all, these aren't the first Ford hybrids that we've purchased, are they? And have we had any problems with the ones we've bought so far?
We have currently in our fleet, we have 2. And yes, I did include that in there because some of the officers have that information and have some concerns about the hybrids and some of the problems that they've had. Now, some of them, you know, you can't, a transfer case leak and transmission issues, those aren't, I don't think you can attribute those to it being a hybrid vehicle. I think it's just a mechanical issue with the vehicle, but we have not experienced these type of issues yet. But we've only had our first hybrid vehicle, which is Squad 111, for I think it might even be just under a year or right around the 1 year mark. And then Squad 119, it took us so long to get the vehicle that we've actually just placed that in service. We, you know, got it back late last year, had to take it back because, you know, they forgot to do something and take it back again. So we're just getting that one in service. So we haven't seen that. This does specify a 2020 model. And so Squad 119 is our 2020 model.
Okay.
So we, you know, haven't had it on the road enough to determine if we're going to have any of these issues.
Okay. And it's too early for 2021, I'm sure. So,
Right.
anyone else? Okay, well, if there aren't any other questions, we have a motion in a second. Would the clerk please call the roll?
Could I ask a
Tom?
question?
Sure.
What is the motion for? Is it for the hybrid with the lights? Because that's what I'd like to move.
Is the hybrid with the lights?
Yep.
Yeah, and it doesn't specify here in the resolution. So do you want to amend that motion to specify the hybrid with the lights?
Yes.
Alderwood, would you second that amendment?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay. Okay, so is, I guess the vote then is on approving purchase of the hybrid with the lights. Would the clerk please call the roll?
Alder Thomas,
Aye.
Alder Wood,
Aye.
Motion passes. Thank you. Then the next item, approval of funds for Renew Monona Home Loan for Greg and Margaret Jakubczak, 201 Stone Terrace. Is there a motion to approve this?
Move approval.
Second.
excuse me, Mayor O'Connor.
Yeah, go ahead.
I think
Yes.
you missed agenda item C.
Oh, well, you know, I was wondering about that. Yeah, I was wondering where that was, and I'm sorry. Okay, let's, I missed that because I was looking at the one above it. Okay, let's step back then. This to amend the budget to cover the additional cost. Consideration of resolution 21-4-2479, amending the capital budget for the purchase of police vehicles. Is there a motion to approve this?
So moved.
Second.
Any questions for Mark, or we're taking this out of fund balance, correct?
Yes, out of savings for other projects in the past.
Either of you have any questions? Okay, all in favor, say aye.
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 Amendment, do we have to have a roll call?
So
Okay, would the clerk please call the roll?
Alder Wood,
Aye.
Alder Thomas,
Aye.
Motion passes. Okay, now we'll move on to number item 6D, approval of funds for Renew Monona Home Loan Project for Greg and Margaret Jakubczak, 201 Stone Terrace. Is there a motion to approve this?
So moved.
Second.
Okay, Brian, were you going to address this?
Yes, thank you. So this was an application for $75,000 through the Renew Monona Loan Program. That's the max amount that an applicant could apply for in the Major Home Rehab Program. As the application materials show, this is for a number of different projects related to improving the livability of this home. The applicants were before the CDA at their March 23rd meeting, and the CDA unanimously recommended approval of this project. Staff recommends approval as well, and I can take any questions that you may have.
Any of you have any questions? Hearing none, will the clerk please call the roll?
Alder Thomas,
Aye.
Alder Wood,
Aye.
Motion passes. Thank you. Next item, acceptance of general fund accounts payable checks dated March 12th through April 1st, 2021. Documentation of invoices paid is available in the city clerk's office. Mark.
All right. There were actually a lot of some big purchases for this short time period. If you go to page 72, City of Madison Treasurer, the Rimrock intersection interceptor. This was a project in 2020. It was started in 2020. It was the sewer. It just finished up, and Madison billed us for the final payment. One close, I think it's the final payment. So it's part of their 2020 capital. Underneath that, City of Sun Prairie. That's our police department EPS membership with Sun Prairie. Page 73. Gunta Law Offices, there's those claims are kind of, we still haven't reached our max yet, so the city is still paying for those claims. Our match is $37,500 per claim. With that, page 74. Just so you noticed, Johnson Tree, they're out there cutting the ash tree still. It's part of our program. Quick trip underneath that is the gas prices. Still haven't gone up too far yet. Let's see what happens. Page 76 is just our usual Monona Bank, which is our credit card. We do watch that. Make sure everybody's using that and they get approval signed off on. Page 80, Brooks Tractors, the grapple bucket, that was part of our 2021 capital. Page 81, First Student Transit, just want to touch on that. Hopefully we'll start seeing some riders come back. This is our first 2 months of expenditures on that.
How is the ridership, Mark?
To be honest, it's 10% of what 5% of what it used to be.
Is that the same thing for Express and for the lift, or is the lift a little better?
The Express is really, I mean, they're down about 5%. The lift is over 50% where it was before COVID. A lot of the seniors are using the lift. It's still, their numbers are starting to grow.
Okay.
So the lift is definitely being used more than the Express. Page 82, Gov HR, the police chief recruitment charges. Couple underneath that, HydroCorp, part of our meter installation program that's going on. Page 90, Alex E. Burleson, Bill Cole. You see your numbers under general, the first line general under 10,000, that's a good month. So it's almost 8,000. So, average is probably 10,000 per month. So if anything under that, like I said, is it means we're below average. Cascade Engineering on page 91, recycling carts. A lot of times we have some carts break down and some people want a bigger size or a smaller size. So sometimes we have to reorder some of our carts. We do charge for people to swap out depending on the situation. On page 95, the last one, Again, just part of our capital, Openwood Studios, the park signs, the replacement, that was part of the 21 capital. You might want to page, one more one here. Page 92, I gotta actually ask Ryan exactly what happened, but insurance technology, the library door repair, it's a pretty expensive door repair for 24, almost 2,500. So I'll get a little more backup on that one. That's all I have.
Any questions? Hearing none, is there a motion to accept the
I'll
bill?
move.
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
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 Motion passes. Is there a motion to adjourn?
So move.
Second.
All in favor,